What up, YouTube? Gonna be coming at you with another tire changer video since they seem to do so well on my channel. Last video on my tire changer, I mentioned that there was a limitation on this tire changer, and we're gonna work through that and show you how to get around it. So, going to do some tires. So, these are some scrubs that I used at Palmer the other week. Could still drive on these, could still drift on these, but I am going to take these off to have some nice freshies. What I'm doing is I'm just taking off all of the tires that I can, like a little bit earlier than I would have last year. There is a new track that's going to open up. So anyway, I was saying I'm taking these off a little earlier than I normally would because there is a new track that will be opening up hopefully next season. No guarantees, but it's a track that I've invested in, so I just want to have basically fresh tires, to drive on when it's ready. They're about to break ground at the new facility, so I just want to save all the takeoffs that I can. I'm just doing tires right now. I will get to where I actually show you guys some shit, but we're just changing tires. Got the bead broken pretty much all the way around. Might need to just lift the bead up around. This is a really weird size tire. I'm on a 9.5 inch wide rim. This is a 255/40/18. And this here is a lifesaver. I love this attachment. Makes changing tires almost kind of fun, to be honest. It's really turns this into an actual tire machine. You don't really need to buy a $1,000 machine for this. You can do it by hand. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass. And because I'm going to be reusing this tire, I'm going to spray it down. Take a tire out of here. Just make sure everything's in the drop center. sometimes you need to put another tire iron right next to this one so it doesn't, the tire doesn't drop below the rim or whatever. I don't know how to say this. Like right there, the tire iron hops off of the duckbill, and that is what's holding the tire above the rim. Sometimes that doesn't happen, and you need to put two tire irons next to each other. So right here, the tire ended up popping off of the duckbill. The reason that this happened, the bottom of the tire is actually still not in the drop center. So you really got to make sure you get that in the drop center before you try and go and do this. But I'm going to try and do two tire iron methods. Sometimes it helps getting a little bit more leverage up above, and sometimes it helps keep that tire on the duckbill. But it unfortunately did not work for me this time. And if you're wondering why I'm doing the voiceover, I'm just talking all kinds of crap in the actual clip, and I just want to make sure this video flows a little bit better so you guys get some better context. The same thing. I have a feeling that we need to get the drop center. Get the drop center on the other side. I don't think that the other side is in the drop center. It's not. Go figure. Just make sure it is. Little simple things like this can make mounting tires a pain in the butt, but you know, get that. Sometimes just picking it up right next to there is what I need to do. Again, this is a weird size tire that I'm trying to get off of here. There we go. So, problem of getting that on, getting it to come off was because it wasn't in the drop center on the other side. And now we can just walk this off. I'm trying not to get in the way so you guys can see. So this tire machine, it does have some limitations. You just gotta kind of be familiar with mounting tires to be able to work through them. Okay, so I mean, if you're good at using a real machine, you're gonna be perfectly fine with this thing. Okay, so right now I'm taking off this tire. I'm gonna move this camera. Right now I have one tire iron holding that up. Sometimes you need to put another tire iron right next to this one to keep the tire from dropping down. So that's what I'm gonna do. See if I can avoid hitting the frickin' tripod this time. But yeah, you can see that it did not drop down, and it's gonna let us get this whole tire off of the wheel. Yellow dot, it's gonna go on the outside. Doesn't really matter for dripping, but sometimes you get lucky and you can just push it on the first part of the rim. Go ahead and lube up the stuff that's on the right side of the duckbill, but not the left. Try and get your yellow dot lined up right there. And And you're gonna push all of this crap down as far as you can. We're gonna see if I can get this on by hand, but I was talking about like the limitations of this machine. And it does like to give me a fuss with a more square tire setup like this. So we'll see if I can just get it on by hand here. But what I'm thinking is gonna happen is it's gonna get stuck. And that's what I want to show you guys. Alright. Yep. So right now it's stuck. Okay. And I cannot go any farther with the machine. Now, in my last video I was talking about the limitations of this machine. Now we're going to talk about how to actually get over that. So right now, this tire does not have any room to get on this rim because of how wide it is. As well, we need to get more room for this to go on. We need to get this part of the tire in the drop center. So what we're going to do is grab some C-clamps, and then you can get the little red nylon bits that sit on the side there. But basically what we need to do is get some of this tire in the drop center. And that's what I'm going to try and do here. So I'm going to go right next to that valve stem and tighten this down right next to the tire duct bowl. Okay, tighten that up. And then can continue to try to mount this. And then you see how already it's actually got a lot of room, and this is all in the drop center just from this. So this is those limitations I was talking about. Sometimes you need to put the tire in the drop center in order for this whole thing to work out for you. And it's not like it's that big of a deal, but you know, but just with that C-clamp, we're able to get the rest of that tire on because it was in the drop center. That drop center gives you a whole lot of room to work with. I mean, that's about the only limitation that this machine has, and it's not a limitation that just this machine has. Real tire machines that I've used have that exact issue. Sometimes they just stop spinning and it just will not go any farther. You can't brute force it, you know. You have to finesse these things on here. But that is, I'm probably over explaining this. It's going to be a little bit of a longer video, or I might do some voiceover. But I'm going to shut up now and just mount the other tire. back at the point that I will I'm gonna try and show you guys again. I'm gonna pick this side up into the drop center and pick the other side up. Okay. So picking that up. Gonna put another one right next to this one so that the tire does not drop off of the duckbill. Okay. And like right here, this tire coming down, or this tire iron coming off of the duckbill and hitting the rim does mar up the rim a little bit. They do make nylon kind of things that you can stick in there to keep that from happening. I think another solution would be just get a different duckbill, because it doesn't happen on all of the duckbills. Most of the metal duckbills that does not happen with, but the red plastic ones, for some reason that happens. All right. Alright, so we'll get that C-clamp on here. And all you're doing is holding the side you're working on in the drop center while doing that. It gives everything else a lot more room to work and function. And we'll see if we can pull this again. And you can see how this side is staying in the drop center, so it's a good indicator that we're gonna be able to get this on. Just want to do another tire changer video, since those tend to do really well on this channel. But and I kind of wanted to run over, you know, some things that kind of hold the tire machine back. Not that it's actually being held back, because all tire machines have this issue. You just need to know how to use a tire machine to get past it. I hope that helps somebody, because it definitely helped me when I learned that trick at an event. So, but if you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a comment, like, or subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one, which will probably be a drift day. Maybe actually going to be a sim drift video. I have no idea what's going to happen, but I'll catch you guys in the next one, and have a nice night, day, wherever you are. Peace out.